Something I wish I knew even a year ago was that my healing would come from the things that touch my heart most deeply. And I will come into that in just a second. But first, I want to say that every day gives us something to be grateful for. And I started recording on here to remind myself to express gratitude for something every day. And this is my gratitude video 44. Um, and so I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. I discovered over this past year that my greatest source of healing would come from the things that touched my heart most deeply. And for me, that's music. And last year, I avoided music for a while because it felt too painful because of the fact that it touched me most deeply. It held the most pain for me, and I avoided it for a while. And I wish I had known back then that that would be my greatest source of healing, but I avoided it because it hurt so much, and now, I find so much comfort, I find so much solace in it, and I've said before, it has been my saving grace because music touches me so deeply. The lyrics on there, when I hear something and I'm like, this person understands what I'm feeling. You feel this sense of being understood, this sense of belonging that I feel like is so healing. And that's part of why I'm doing this. Because I feel like there's so many of us who are in the same boat, and if we express that we are not alone, that's a great source of healing as well. And I think the lesson that I've learned about music is that because it touched me so deeply, I avoided it. But it was because I walked through that pain, because I was willing to face it, that I was able to get to where I am now. It is something that I fought because, yeah, it's scary to have to face what hurts you the most. And earlier this year, I fought it. I remember thinking, nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I know it's going to hurt. But it was because of the fact that I actually faced it, even though it was going to hurt, that I was able to get past it. Because sometimes we have to feel what we feel in order to move past that feeling. And music, it became the greatest gift to me, but it required me to walk through the pain that it made me feel at first. So the greatest source of healing comes from the things that touch us most deeply, which sometimes unfortunately requires us to walk through pain, but I promise you it's worth it. And before I go, I want to say you are worthy. Don't forget that.